Hi everyone, welcome to another video tutorial from my Typecellerate YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to speak about the different websites that will be helpful for you to learn how to type correctly and fast. This is geared more towards people who, like me, used to type incorrectly and then had to relearn how to type correctly. I am aware that some people have their own typing methods and they are typing very fast from a young age. This video isn't for you if you are that person. This is more towards the people who want to relearn how to type. The first website that I personally recommend is typingclub.com. So you want to go into typingclub.com. For some reason it always logs me out, so you want to log in. Go into Typing Jungle. Start from the beginning, of course. How does it work? Won't it let me scroll like that up? Yeah, and start from the very beginning. Now, what it's going to do in the beginning, it's going to be kind of boring and maybe a little bit frustrating, but it's going to teach you letter by letter how to type correctly. It's going to show you a diagram of the fingers and basically expect you to type the letters that are shown in the screen. And these exercises are actually kind of difficult even for an experienced typist because it's not words, right? But let me get out of this lesson. Yeah, it's going to teach you letter by letter, first with F and J, and then the entire middle row, and then the top row and the bottom row, and etc., etc. And I think it's a good thing to do up until about 400 something lessons, where it basically also teaches you the special characters and numbers and punctuation, and at some point it just becomes text, just random text. It doesn't really teach you anything new, and at that point it's a good place to stop using the website, in my opinion. Of course you can still do it, it will still improve you as a typist because it basically gives you text to type, which is what you need to do if you want to improve your speed. But it doesn't really aim towards like a particular weakness that you might have. So in my opinion, the next website to go on is KeyBR. And yeah, it says all keys unlocked. I really want to make it seem new. So let's go incognito. Right, so in this website, well, first there's like a tutorial and it tells you a bunch of stuff. I don't care about that. Like, if this is the first time that you are visiting here, you should actually look at the tutorial. But what this website does, it basically concentrates on one letter at a time. So, well, in this case, it actually starts with like 5 letters, but eventually it will only concentrate on one letter at a time, and your job would be to unlock each letter. And now I might be crazy, but I remember this diagram used to have a hand animation on it, and it would show you the finger that you need to use to press a particular letter. Since that is no longer here, it makes the website a bit less useful for complete beginners. However, if you can just look at the letters, if you're not colorblind or something, and realize that the green means pinky, this other green means ring finger, this yellow means middle finger, and this means index finger, and then index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, you can still use the diagram to kind of remind you which finger you're supposed to use for each key. Of course, you are expected to already know this because if you listen to me, you've done Typing Club kind of a lot. But still, it's good to have like a visual reminder without looking down at the keys, which is the very thing that you are trying to avoid. Right, and now the way this works, let me complete one test because I really want to show you how it looks when you are trying to unlock a single letter. Okay, So I've unlocked all of these letters, and now I'm trying to unlock the letter T, and you see we have many words with the letter T. Well, actually every word is with the letter T. Some of them has the letter twice, like talent or title. And basically it only unlocks if you are not only typing it correctly, but also at the speed that the website decided is adequate. So if you're a very fast typist, this website is not going to help you on the default settings. But if you are very slow, it will help you on the default settings. Once you unlock all of the letters, well, you can still use the website to improve. If you go into the settings, maybe it wasn't clear where I clicked. Let's go into practice again. Yeah, this is the settings button. So if you click settings, you can increase the words per minute target typing speed, and you press done. And then you can go back from the start and unlock all of the letters again with the new speed. And so every time you unlock the letters, you can increase the speed a little bit and still use KeyBR. Now, some people, including me, have found a website to stop helping them at some point because they are stuck on a single letter. For me, it's the letter Q. I increased the target speed up to, I think, 55. And I was stuck at the letter Q for a long time. And when I eventually finally managed to unlock the letter Q, I went into the settings and I increased the words per minute from 55 to like 57 or something. And again, the only letter that was unlocked was Q. So it becomes very frustrating, and I don't think it's that helpful for me personally to work all day long on the letter Q. And at that point I dropped KeyBR. Like, I felt that it filled its role, and I really wanted to find other websites to improve my typing. And honestly, I couldn't really find any. It's not that I'm not aware that there's problem words, right, which gives me the exact words that I'm either slow at or inaccurate in. But I felt that it's too simple, it's not configurable enough, I can't control the word list. I'm not sure how it works behind the scenes, if it looks like at specific, I think it only looks at words, right? Not like letters or patterns or bigrams or trigrams. Also, there's the pairtype.com, which I particularly dislike because it uses, it's hard to find right now, but it uses, like, what the hell is Genzyme? Like, these are not words, like, yes, sometimes I want to practice weird bigrams, but it doesn't mean that I want to type words like that, right? I want to have control over the word list. I want to use words that I would actually type day to day. So again, it's the configurability that I find lacking. So that's why I decided to create Typecelerate, which is, I think, a good website to go to after KeyBR. So for me, I would recommend doing typingclub.com, which is apparently edclub.com, but they both point, I guess, to the same website. Then doing KeyBR, unlocking all of the letters, going into the settings, increasing the speed a little bit, unlocking them again and again and again, until you become kind of frustrated with the website. And then go on Typecelerate and monkeytype.com. Now, monkeytype.com, I feel, is a great website to test yourself. Also, don't get stuck on just the English. Please use at least 1K, 5K, and 10K are also great. English is very, very limited. It only uses 200 words. Which is really not indicative of your actual typing speed. And in my opinion, like, Typecelerate will be more efficient at improving your typing, but MonkeyType is a great place to really find your best performance, right? If you want to work on breaking records, then practice using Typecelerate, and then go on MonkeyType and, like, type for 25 minutes and really like try to break every record that you can. I recommend breaking records, you know, in all word lists up to 10K and in all different time settings, 15, 30, 60. Use 120 only if you are really a patient person. I dislike doing tests that are very long. But then also use the words and break records in 10, 25, 50, and 100. And sometimes adding punctuation and numbers. So basically it's like 50 different settings that you can use, and you can keep breaking records and not be bored by using the same setting over and over. And all of these different settings, you can replicate stuff that is very similar in Typecelerate, and on my website work on really the stuff that you are weak at, right? So iron out your weaknesses in Typecelerate and then break the records in MonkeyType, right? That's my recommendation, at least. I know that there are many other websites that can be helpful. Of course, when you are already pretty advanced and have unlocked KeyBR and already working on MonkeyType and Typecelerate, I can also recommend TypeRacer, TypeRacer.com. But that's only if you feel that competitiveness is like a good motivator for you. I don't want to do a race right now, but it's a good website to use to type real quotes and to race against other people in a way that might motivate you to improve your typing. So these are my recommendations. I hope you find them useful, and thank you for watching the video.